Yeah, you want me to make you some pancakes? Pea Science protein pancakes coming right up.
Yummy, yummy.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Pancake.
Honey on your pancakes? Just like Daddy's? Sounds like a great idea. 3.
Yummy.
They do look yummy today, don't they?
Yummy, yummy pancake.
Yummy, yummy pancake. That's right. Can you say, bobble, 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 pop? Shout out Miss Rachel. Oh no, I tried to flip it too early, buddy. I was getting impatient. I'm too hungry. Uh-oh. Daddy messed that one up, but it's still gonna be delicious.
Uh-oh.
Mmm, pancake, yummy. We add some honey. We use code Travis to save 10% at pscience.com, and life is good. As you are watching this video right now, the cut is over. I am in the Bahamas drinking a margarita, but I was able to get in extremely good shape, if I do say so myself. You can see, I mean, look, I am not a bodybuilder, but for just a regular 35-year-old dad, I'm very happy with the progress. And I will say, it would not have been possible at all in this season of life without having a home gym. That's why I tell everyone, if you're a young dad, a young professional, an old dad, an old professional, a sister, a mom, whoever, having a home gym can make or break your fitness goals. And I can't think of too many things that are more important than bringing fitness into the home. And I don't have a lot of space. I don't have a whole lot of equipment. Yes, some of it's a little bougie, but you don't need a lot. You just need to have something available, especially when you get to these seasons of life. The reason I'm so proud of this specific cut, if you want to call it that, is because it's been nuts. I've got a 2.5-year-old and a 4-month-old, sleep regressions, work's been insane. I mean, all the excuses, right? But we got in here, we got it done. But I would have had to have either sacrificed more than I was willing by being away from the home, or just not gotten the progress that I wanted had I not had my own space. Had I not had. Still struggling with words, guys. This Temple of Gains leg curl leg extension machine is what I would consider the luxury item I have in my gym. By all means, not necessary, but it allows me to work around my back injury. Now, over the last few years, I have adapted a very minimalist style of training. I train full body 4 days a week, and it's typically just standard compound movements, nothing crazy. And I found that the more simple you can keep it, the better progress you're gonna have, because you're just gonna be able to adhere to the plan. I should have specified that's 4 lifting days, and then 1 day I do this Echo bike, which is incredibly challenging for an hour at 4 in the morning, but it feels so good. I used to think you needed all of the machines at the gym to make good progress, but I learned throughout having a home gym now for the last 6 years and only training here, you can make, if not better, exactly the same progress sticking to primarily barbell, dumbbell movements, and you probably won't even know a difference. Now, a matter of fact, speaking of physiques, you know, I met almost all the fitness influencers in person, and typically they don't look quite as good as they do on the internet because of Photoshop and lighting and whatever else. The only person that actually looked better in real life than on Instagram is my friend Brandon Campbell. When I met him, I'm like, dude, you're freaking jacked. You should probably do a little bit better job of marketing yourself. But I say all that to say, that dude exclusively works out in his home gym. Granted, it is better than most commercial gyms, but it wasn't always like that. So just goes to show you can make a lot of progress at home. In reality, all you need in a home gym, in my opinion, is this. The rack is the most important part. You don't even need to get something as crazy as Rogue. This is overbuilt, overpriced. Yes, I love it. But for most people, what I would recommend doing is actually getting a Rep Aries. Now I have all of this linked down below if you just want to click on kind of what I recommend and what I have, but that would essentially combine this piece and this piece, which is a high-low and a low-low cable system, into one very little or very small footprint, and it's super versatile. But even if you just had the rack to do barbell movements, squats, bench press, rows, things like that, you would be golden. But I will say, if you want to take the progress to the next level, put on some King Von and you will really be going.
Police steady watching me. Every day they clocking me. Red alert, I'm the dangerous. I keep that clock.
I have zero evidence to back this up, but I'm just convinced the incline barbell press is one of the best exercises you could ever do. One thing you guys never get to see is usually after I finish up with this exercise, it's time for Griffin to go to bed, and he likes when daddy rocks, which I love as well. So I'll go back into the house, get him down, come back out here and finish my workout. Do I need to give you any more reason to get a home gym? Now look, when you stop your workout halfway through, do you lose your momentum? Do you lose your pump? Yes, it's not a very effective way to train, but you just never know how many dad rocks you're gonna get. So now I'm gonna finish up the workout, and I'm gonna be supersetting some lateral raises with some bites of vegetables. And these organic chicken sausages from Aldi, they're not like the best tasting thing in the world if I'm being honest, but 9 grams of fat, 10 grams of protein or 15 grams of protein, so pretty ideal. Last thing I'll mention is in the new gym, I am gonna have a treadmill. That's gonna be wonderful. But until that time, the other cardio besides the Echo Bike is just walking outside, because I am in North Carolina where it's beautiful almost year round. That's helpful, but it's really, really hot. So I'm gonna have some P Science electrolytes, the Versalite watermelon, probably the best tasting electrolyte you could ever have. So I'm gonna fill my cup up, and then we'll get about, I would say, 7,000 steps, and that'll be that. Every day I get DMs from people saying they wish they would have started eating P Science protein pancakes a lot earlier to help them get in shape, and I agree. And we are back in the lab, back in the trap, back in the happy place. We're gonna do headphones today. Sometimes I feel like headphones can be a better workout than the speaker. Let me know if I'm just crazy. And if you're watching this when it comes out, or I guess anytime it comes out, the new Kevin Gates album just released. I know you guys are loving it as much as I am. I mean, I know for a fact it's gonna be an absolute banger. Satellites 2? Come on, we've been waiting years for this. But we have another full body day today. Hopefully gonna get in a really, really good workout because like I mentioned, we are going out of town, which will be back by the time you guys are seeing this. However, you know how it is. Right before you go out on vacation, I don't train on vacation at all because we only go on one trip a year, and it's usually for President's Club. So I'm just gonna enjoy every second that I'm there on the beach, not thinking about weights, fitness, nutrition, macronutrients, none of it. I'm just gonna be living my best life. Now, the last thing I'm gonna consider essential in a home gym are dumbbells. For me, I like the fixed dumbbells. I'm old school. I just like having the different sets of weights. The downside to this is they are more money and they do take up more space. But if you're going to do it, this is my 3rd or 4th set of dumbbells. Rep urethane, by far, best quality, best value. So if you're not into this type of dumbbell, you wanna go adjustable, I would recommend the Rep Pepin dumbbells. Both are linked below. Both are on Rep's website. You can't go wrong with either option. Just kind of depends on your situation. You know what? My battery is dying, so I feel like that's a good place to end the video. I feel like you cannot be at this point and not be dead set on getting a gym if you haven't already gotten a home gym, that is. Now, I appreciate you guys for listening. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna go enjoy a little vacation, and I will check in with you guys next week.